Hello and welcome to my new series of 24 days of booktubers recommendations. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. As you can imagine by the title of this video, this is going to be a series of 24 videos, one every day, in which I'm going to get recommendations from a different booktuber. So let me explain what's going to happen here. So one of the things that I love the most about the holiday season is advent calendars. This is not a thing that existed in Brazil at all. I didn't know this existed until I moved here to Canada, and I just think they're so much fun because you're basically getting a new gift every day, and who doesn't like that? So I wanted to incorporate that in some way in my channel because honestly, I wanted to get 24 gifts. So what better gift that a booktuber can give to us than books recommendations? I invited 12 of my favorite booktubers, 12 of my friends here in this community to send me book recommendations. So what I asked them to do, first of all, because I didn't want to know what the recommendations would be, this is all a surprise for me. I have no idea what they sent, which books they recommended. They sent this all to my husband. So he just received in his email all the recommendations from these 12 people that I invited, and he organized all the boxes for me. So let's all appreciate the hard work that he did because he's amazing. So what I asked them to send was 2 book recommendations. So 2 books, could be their favorite books, it could be books that are coming out in 2021, anything at all, could be backlist, something that I already own or not, like any books at all that they would want me to read in 2021. So they would have to send 2 books, and they also had to send 2 prompts. And from those prompts, I have to pick a book to read next year. So for example, it could be I'll read a book with a red cover, with an animal on the cover, or anything. I told them they could be as creative as they wanted, and I have no idea what they came up with. So inside each one of these 24 boxes, there are 2 papers that look like this. So in each box, there are either 2 books that they recommended or 2 prompts that I have to fulfill in 2021. And how am I going to choose between the 2 books? Because I'm not going to read 48 books from this challenge. I'm just going to read 24 in 2021. So how am I going to choose? I think there's a very big tip here on how this is going to be chosen. Of course, I'm going to use M&ms. How could I not, right? So I got this bag of holiday M&ms, Christmas M&ms, and they're all either red or green. I'm going to pick one M&M for each box, and that's going to be the book that I'm going to read or the prompt that I'm going to fulfill. Isn't this exciting? I'm excited. And I think these are all the rules. So each day in December, you're going to get a video of me opening one of the 24 boxes up to the 24th of December, of course. And this is all going to be live reactions because, like I said, I have no idea what they sent. I know who I asked for, and obviously they're all going to be linked there in the description, but I'm not going to mention everyone here because I want to focus on each person who recommended for the specific video. But everyone is going to be linked down in the description of this first video. So definitely check them out. They're all amazing people and amazing booktubers. The numbers are all also random. My husband picked them, but I, again, have no idea which person, which booktuber is in which of the boxes. So I know for 24 boxes, 12 booktubers, each of them have 2 boxes, but that's pretty much all I know. Before we start, let's just open this bag and make sure that they're really only green and red M&ms because that would be embarrassing. Okay, we're good. All green and red M&ms. So we're not getting any blues today. Just an inside joke from my M&ms TBR if you've been watching it. So I think we can start. I'm excited. I hope I didn't forget anything, but I'll just come back here and tell you if I forgot any of the rules or something. So, December 1st, let's see who is recommending me something. Can you hear? The 2 papers that I did here? Okay, I'm excited. This is so much fun. Okay, so let me just show you what it looks like. The first box, the first recommendations are from Erik from Break Even Books. Again, his link there in the description. He's amazing. We have a lot of the same taste in books, so I'm very excited to see what he recommended. I have no idea if are the prompts or the books, but if it's the books, I know at least one of the books recommended because it's his favorite book. So I'm guessing the Red Rising or just Red Rising would be here if it's the books, but it might be the prompts. I don't know. So when I asked that for everyone to send me all of these recommendations and prompts, I think he was the first one, so it might be the reason why he's in box number 1. But let's see what he sent. The first one is... oh, it's upside down. And it is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. So I was right. And honestly, I'm so excited to read this book. I would love for it to come up. Let's see the second one. What is this? Illuminate by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. I have read Illuminate, but I talked to him on Twitter recently and he was reading Gemina and he said it was really good. So I'm going to consider this Gemina. Is that okay, Erik? Can I do that? Because I've already read Illuminate. So if I get red, it's Red Rising, which is good that it's in the red, otherwise it'd be very confusing. And then Illuminate or Gemina, it's the green one. And let's pick the first M&M of my advent calendar of booktuber recommendations with M&Ms. This is a very long title. Green! That's unfortunate, but it's okay. I still want to read Gemina a lot, but I was really hoping to get Red Rising, honestly. So the first book in my 2021 TBR is Gemina, which I bought recently. It's there, you can't see it. So I'm very excited. Thank you so much, Erik, for sending me these recommendations. And we still have your prompts box here somewhere, but thank you for this. And I promise I'll try to fit Red Rising in some way in my TBR as well for next year. So this was the first video. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. I'm so excited to continue doing this, and I really hope you will join me tomorrow for box number 2. So remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye!